English shorthand higher grade 120 words per minute. AP Speed Papers, February 1983. Please get ready. Start. I am very happy to preside over the Silver Jubilee celebrations of your National Institute of Science and Technology today. During the last century, especially during the last 15 years, there has been tremendous progress in the field of science and technology. It has helped in the furtherance of a prosperous society and betterment of the life of the individuals. We in India are passing through a period of transition from a predominantly agricultural economy to industrialization on a large scale. Progress has to be made both in the agricultural as well as the industrial sector. Therefore, our approach towards science and technology should be to make our country as self-sufficient as possible. I may remind you in this connection that during the British days, we depended on imports of almost each and everything. Even small pins and needles were imported from abroad. But since the attainment of the independence, we have made every effort not only to manufacture these smaller things but also to build up heavy industries in our country. In so far as industries are concerned, there has been constant progress and development. We have set up large number of new industries both in the public and private sectors. There might have been some delay or slow progress in certain sectors, but taken as a whole, I think our future seems to be quite bright and hopeful. I hope you will agree that in the matter of medium and small scale industries, we have made tremendous progress. In fact, there has been a revolutionary change in this sector. We are at the present moment manufacturing ourselves locomotives, heavy engineering goods, and other highly sophisticated machinery. Though we are trying to be self-sufficient, it would not be possible to prevent import altogether. In the world of today, we have to be interdependent. We have to seek the cooperation of other countries in building up new techniques. So, in my opinion, science is not something which could be called national. It is really international. It needs the cooperation and coordination of the whole world. However, I advise our young scientists and engineers to base their researches as far as possible to indigenous raw material. We must utilize our indigenous resources. We have at present enormous difficulties of foreign exchange in our country. The problem has become still more difficult now. Of course, being a developing country, we have to depend on foreign loans and aids. But ultimately, we have to find our foreign exchange resources through exports. Unless and until we can produce goods of quality and goods which would compete with other goods in the world market in prices, we will not be able to step up our exports. Therefore, our scientists and engineers have to develop techniques which would give us best quality goods as well as make them cheaper and economical. Our engineers have to look into this aspect of the problem and try to achieve production of quality goods in the best manner possible. If we want to develop our industries, we must have the necessary technical personnel for them. Of course, we are not short of engineers, and I am glad to say that already there has been a good deal of expansion and the number of admissions to the engineering colleges has gone up considerably. Science and technology are the most important developments of this country. However, if science does not lead to peace, it would result in a great disaster. Science should further develop with a view to helping the people to find a better and more peaceful life. The world could not remain divided into a developed area and an underdeveloped area, or a few countries highly developed and other countries still in a developing stage. This difference has to be wiped out, and science could be of immense help in this direction. We do not want to enter into the race of making atom bomb for the destruction of humanity. The production of atom bomb will impose a great burden on the country. It is a matter of pride that Indian scientists have done well in the nuclear field, but it should not be forgotten that the country stands for peace. It must be borne in mind that once the country enters the nuclear race, it will be difficult to stop at a particular point. The choice before the country is the production of the atom bomb or the battle against starvation, soaring prices, and unemployment. I do not consider the atom bomb as a weapon of war. It is a device for the destruction of humanity. It is therefore important that all the scientists and engineers should unite and raise their voice against the use of science for destructive purposes. It is necessary that the world fully realize the gravity of the situation. Any kind of the further proliferation of nuclear weapons would lead to a serious situation. I have every hope that the engineers and the scientists of India do wholeheartedly endorse this approach. Dear sirs, thank you for your order of the 16th instant for paints. We shall be very happy to comply with your order, but there seems to be some mistake somewhere in your office. Your order asks for 20 tons of battleship green paint. In this connection, kindly allow us to point out in the first place that we do not have any color by name battleship green. Our green paint is known as parrot green. However, there is a grey paint we supply by name battleship grey. We enclose samples of these two different colors. Please confirm by return of post your specific requirement. The second point for clarification is regarding the quantity. Your order mentions tons, whereas we supply in tins. We do not suppose that you need so much quantity of paint. Presumably, this is a typographical error. In any case, please confirm the exact quantity you require in tins. Another delicate matter which we would like to bring to your notice is the settling of long outstanding accounts. Our auditors brought to our notice that an amount of 500 rupees had been pending realization from you last year. When we wrote to you on this point, you replied that there was some discrepancy in the bill. Immediately we sent our representative who visited you and explained the matter to you with documentary evidence. You promised him settlement within a month and he re-reported it to us with satisfaction. Many months passed in vain. There is a pause from our side and you continued to be silent on the subject. Please do not mistake our reticence for weakness. We hope you will realize your responsibility of honoring business obligations. It is needless to remind you that good business relations are based on mutual trust and prompt fulfillment of promises. Goodwill is a priceless thing we always keep in mind. This is the only reason why we have been awaiting a check from you. Please do not drive us to the painful necessity of going to a court of law for the settlement of our accounts, assuring you our best attention at all times. Yours faithfully.